Federer just a little late on that. So, break point.
Juice.
Quickly snuffed out though. No one hits more lines on serve than this guy. Seems to be able to find it when he really needs it.
Rather set him up for that, and Murray duly obliges.
Well, it's a nice early strike there from Andy. Held his ground on the baseline, good movement around it. It's a nice combination of shots. Combination of forehands, good shape over the net as well.
Good second serve.
Juice.
Variation he has on that second serve. Sometimes he slides it in there, others heavy kicker. Some a little slower, that catches you off.
That was a real tester for the hit. He got it back, but not to great effect.
Advantage.
Not only
Federer.
do you have to get there, but you have to push back as well. The point's not done. Oh, wonderful angle that was. More like a serve angle he found.
Game Federer.
Yeah, he had to save a couple of break points, but Federer comes through unscathed.
Federer leads by
He
2 games
leads
to 1.
2 games to 1. So, good form there from Federer. So let's hear from Jamie Murray, who's courtside with Annabelle.
Well, I'm joined by Jamie Murray, who's been keeping a close eye on proceedings out here. What have you made of what you've seen so far, Jamie?
I think it's been a good start from both guys. It seems to be going full power. Andy seems to be moving around the court really well. I think I'm now aware that he can hear me, so it's a bit worrying. But look, no, they've got amazing receptions, both of them. I think, you know, everyone's been super excited for them to come out and play a great match, and so far it's living up to expectations.
And have you got any advice for your brother out here?
Don't do what I would do.
What's that?
Not very much.
Yeah, and of course he's carved out a couple of break points already. Very impressive.
Yeah, unfortunately didn't get him, but that's why Roger's the best player in the world, isn't it?
Time.
They've certainly got a lot of support out here, both of them. Wonderful atmosphere.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's not like, you know, we get the chance to showcase world-class tennis in Scotland. So, you know, I think it's a great opportunity for everyone to come and see Andy play. Obviously, Roger is probably the one chance they'll get to watch him play live in Scotland. So, yeah, make the most of it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Jamie, and we look forward to seeing you out here after the singles and the doubles, of course. Thank you very much. Thanks. Jamie Murray.
Thanks.
Yes, he'll be with Andy, taking on Mansour Barami and Tim Henman.
That was silky. Not a bad move forward there from Murray.
Love 15.
Very smooth looking backhand from Federer. Kept it low with the volley, but Federer, you could see how Murray was just rooted to the ground there. Didn't read that one at all.
Great stuff from Federer.
Love 13.
Oh, beautiful play. A masterclass there from Federer.
Well, one thing's for sure is that he's passing very well this evening. Whipping this one up. Stretching Murray out.
Defended so well, that was a bit disappointing. But didn't he do well to stay in the rally for as long as he did? These
sudden bursts of pace from Federer as well. Varying it nicely this evening. Whippy forehands as well. Not letting Murray settle.
So they both had break points, and Federer takes his at the third attempt. Don't forget www.andymurraylive.com/charities.
Love 15.
That's a good return off a decent serve.
Love 13.
One of the best returners in the game.
Absolutely. Sheer volume of returns that he makes and the quality as well. It's a lethal combination. Oh, that was the teaser. Just left it hanging there for Murray.
In a few months' time, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Right at the moment, no.
15,
he doesn't want to quite risk a full-on sprint. There's still a couple of months before he needs to do that. He holds on to that forehand so well, doesn't he? It's so difficult to read. He could have whipped that one inside in. He almost waits for you to commit. It's all hands, this backhand. Making sure he's got the spin on. Look how much wrist was involved there. Federer, for a change, nowhere near it.
The return set up a real chance there. Federer with a chance to lengthen the lead.
Game Federer.
Perfect finish to the game from Federer. And he's looking very much the governor at the moment. Leads 4 games to 1.
Подключи тариф «Включайся, смотри» и получи безлимитные онлайн-видео. Мегафон. Начинается с тебя.
Объятиями мы показываем близким, как мы их любим. Но не у всех есть такая возможность. В ноябре, покупая двойной картофель фри в Макдоналдс, вы даете возможность детям не разлучаться со своими родителями в бесплатной гостинице «Дом Рональда Макдоналда» и поддерживать их своими объятиями. Вместе поможем семьям быть вместе.
Time.
So, Federer leads 4-1. Looking, as ever, totally relaxed.
Tough shot to take on. Again, zipping through from Federer, so easy to miss time.
But I guess old habits die hard. It's a shot he would normally expect to make.
Absolutely, the footwork always so precise on that, getting down to it. Quite that time. It's a shame. Doesn't normally miss too many of those backhands. A very compact motion that he has when he goes up the line like that, changing direction. Just flew on him just a bit.
Good effort.
15-13.
You've got to remember as well, Federer's got to be a little careful as well.
Yeah, that was a back stretcher.
Strain anything. Might have got one in the chops there.
Yeah, I think so. He's laughing, but I don't think it was too healthy.
Federer.
I'm sure he meant it to be that good, but it was a brilliant shot.
Thank you.
trademark shots, and he needed it there.
There's the feel once again. Makes it look so simple. Holds it just for a fraction longer. In kick it, the hands.
40-30.
Best lob in the game.
Moment in that game. Yeah, nobody lobs better than Murray.
It's incredible. I remember watching him a couple of years back playing against Ivo Karlovic. I think he clean lobbed him about 6 or 7 times in that match. I mean, who lobs Karlovic as consistently as that?
Exquisite balance from Federer.
50 love.
Normally they're able to blank this stuff out when they're playing a match for real. But let's just take a little bit more in.
Yeah.
On occasions, nights like this.
Yes, they're receptive to it now, aren't they? They're almost listening out for it rather than blocking it out.
Absolutely. You don't get to see them smile and laugh too often when the umpire calls time. It's refreshing.
Oh.
I think he even enjoyed that one.
30 all.
Big thumbs up here. Glorious stroke. Extension that he gets through the ball.
40-30. Game Federer. New balls, please.
So Federer lengthens the lead again, and Murray will have to serve to stay.
Federer leads by 5 games to 2.
Set. So it's still very much Federer. We're watching the British #1. Here's a former #1, Tim Henman with Annabelle.
Yes, I'm joined by Tim Henman now, who's also keeping a close eye on proceedings. A very impressive set so far from Roger Federer. What have you made of it, Tim?
Well, it's good to see both guys out on the court. Obviously, to have you know, Roger here in Scotland, I think is always going to be special. But great to see Andy back on the court. And you'd probably say he's you know, a little bit ring rusty at the moment, but moving better and better. So hopefully he can turn things around. Yeah.
Now of course you've played against both of them. You know them very, very well. I know they can hear what we're saying, so we don't want to swell their egos too much. But what makes them such a tough opponent?
Well, I think starting with Roger, you know, there aren't too many areas of his game that you can attack. He serves well, he's very athletic, aggressive from the baseline, he can volley well, so not too many holes there. I think with Andy's defensive skills, he's so good at changing the pace, changing direction of the ball. You know, he needs to probably get more pop in his serve, but that will come with more matches, because obviously with the hip, it's been a difficult time. But no, it's just great to see them both out there competing and having fun in front of an amazing audience.
It certainly is. Well, we'll let you carry on and watch this one. Thank you very much, Tim, and of course we'll see you later as well. Looking forward to it. Thank you very much. Tim Henman.
Thanks, Annabelle. Thank you.
Yes, Tim alongside Mansour Barami for the doubles, which will follow this. That should be fun. You never know what to expect with Mansour Barami.
A lot of trick shots, that's for sure.
So new balls, Murray at 2-5.
love.
Yeah, for once, not a lot of footwork there for Federer.
He is human. Hasn't missed too many of those tight backhands this evening.
Super volley from Murray, but what a run, what a shot from the great Roger.
Well, I just wonder if Murray thought he had won the point with that. That was tremendous. Gave it the old Pat Rafter volley. A little bit of topspin to it, but Federer, look at that speed across and the control at the end.
Don't think there's too much problem with his back at the moment.
T15.
That's been the theme this year, the last couple of years really from Federer on that return to serve. Just so eager, pouncing all over it. He's gained such confidence in that area of his game.
Game Murray.
Hung on his hip for that, which was good to see. And he's been doing a lot of different training, as Andy, in the last few months. Gyrotonic training, which is working
Federer
with pulleys
and
weights just to strengthen the core. Pilates and yoga, which he's done before, but he's doing more of at the moment.
Yeah, originally all started with the back and strengthening that. And of course, you talk about the core, and it's also strengthening the area around the hip and around the back, just to make sure the muscles are working correctly, just to protect the injuries.
Examining Federer's volleys is always going to be a thankless task.
Let him off the hook there as well at the end, I thought, Murray. I thought he was really going to go after this one. Thought twice about it. Too nice.
Yes, backed off it. That was why there was a mistake.
40 love.
So here are 3 set points for the world #2 these days.
Couldn't have been far long.
players. And Federer takes the opening set in 37 minutes. One break enough.
Nice finish to that set from Federer.
Annabelle's poised courtside, and hopefully soon we're going to be able to chat to both players. Novel innovation.
Right, we're going to come and have a quick word with you, Roger. My goodness, your first set of tennis in Scotland, you were on fire.
Yeah, so much fun to be here. Thank you for the invitation, Andy. Absolute thrill to be playing here in Scotland, in Glasgow. Never been here before, so yeah, it's just a lot of fun. So nice to see Andy back on court, and a great atmosphere, and all for a good cause. It's a wonderful evening. I'm really happy to be part of it.
Well, I think everyone's very happy that you're here as well. You seem to be playing tennis with a permanent smile on your face tonight.
Yeah, it's easy to be happy with the season that I've had, and last year was so difficult, you know, 7-8 months I was out for the year, and was in a similar position like Andy, just a different problem. So I hope also for Andy that he can come back super strong and, you know, play again at his level that he wants to play.
Absolutely, I'm sure everyone here would agree with you. Just lastly, I think we're all a bit disappointed you're not playing in a kilt.
Sorry?
We're all a little bit disappointed you're not playing tennis in a kilt.
Well, the match is not over. I haven't seen a kilt yet. How many people are wearing a kilt tonight, actually?
That's a very good question. Well, I'm sure some of them will make themselves known. Anyway, we'll let you get ready for the second set.
If somebody brings me a kilt, I will put it on. I just don't have one.
Right, there's a mission. Your first set of tennis since Wimbledon. How did you feel out there?
Yeah, it was a bit better than expected. I was pretty. I was very nervous beforehand. I didn't know exactly how I was going to feel, but I did okay. Roger was a bit lucky, I thought, in the big points, but yeah, it was good, and I'm really just so happy to be back on the court and playing in front of everyone. Yeah, it means a lot. I've really missed it, so hopefully I'll be back beginning of next year.
Absolutely, we have missed you too. Now, very briefly, because I know you want to get on with the match, do you know anyone with a kilt here?
We've got to find one. Someone has to go out and get one if there isn't one in here, because you get the opportunity to get Roger Federer in a kilt, you've got to take it. So someone's got to get one out here. I might have a better chance of winning as well if he plays in one of them. So.
Exactly, right. Good luck with the second set. Thank you. We're on a kilt hunt now.
He's so careful with what he says, Roger, and says it all so eloquently, but I just think there's a moment of regret, right?
There's people out there, they're searching. It's late here, but they'll be looking around the shops.
Second set, Andy Murray to serve.
And the latest breaking news is that someone has been found
that's
with
good
a kilt.
news. Change of ends then. Get it on.
Longest rally of the match, and a lovely use of the wrist there from Andy Murray.
Everyone enjoying that one. Murray getting his own back there. Stretching Federer out here in this rally. Side to side for him. ever comfortable.
I think they found a kilt, and that's a replacement for the kilt.
Oh, I've got to take pity on her, though. Putting her on the big screen all over the world. So is Roger going to keep the shorts on when he puts kilt on? That's the question.
Couple of really good forehands from Murray in this game.
I think he's trying to up it at the start of this second set. Make an early statement. Getting that forehand up.
14-15.
Good signs from Andy Murray at the start of this second set. So the kilt is there.
Right, is it one size fits all, Simon? How do these things work? Just making sure the coat stays up there.
So coming up on the next game will be Roger Federer.
That's a top on tight, so we can't use the right hand. Keep going.
Well, it's a good sport, that's for sure.
It's matching as well, colour coordinated.
This could level things up a bit. So it's official, it is Roger Federer. I want to see him running before he gets too comfortable.
Needs one of those old classic ball clips. Put his second ball into.
Yeah. Oh, stop it.
He's flying now, isn't he?
30 love.
Great stretch from Murray, that's heartening to see.
Well, don't you know, Roger, this is my event. Can't steal all of the limelight here. Full stretch, able to control that racket head.
Can you imagine the players in London who are practicing, who probably just tuned in and watching Federer going, what is going on here?
Absolutely. Next week, probably front cover of Vogue.
Yeah.
14-15. Game Federer.
Yeah, well, you could put a great big overcoat on him and it's just not going to hide the talent. That's the problem.
1 game on.
Yes, 1 game's enough. Getting a little hot under there.
It's so well tied up. He's finding it difficult to get it off. Is he going to autograph the kilt?
Careful. There he goes. Sandys as well.
Yeah, someone who's more used to wearing a kilt. Well, if she put it into the auction, can you imagine the money they get for the charities?
That'd be fantastic, wouldn't it?
Good stuff, Roger Federer. Touch at the end.
Point played at
30 love.
Full tilt from both. Good to see. Let's move forward. Don't want to let that one drop.
40 love.
Did it get the line? Well, here in the SSE, it's not going to be called if it was out. Oh, yes. Terrific hitting. The standard of play from both these giants of tennis is improving. 2-1. So it's with serve in the second set so far. Murray upping his ante. Can Federer match him?
Action 15-all.
Called out that Murray giving him the point. I forgot the big screen was up there.
Yeah, you don't get that at Wimbledon.
30-15.
Oh, too good. It'd be too good for anyone.
Barely hear the contact between the ball and the strings here. Such a fine contact, that's so much backspin to it. It just stops dead in its tracks as well, and it bounces a little bit of side spin as well for good measure.
Set it up perfectly.
For a change, didn't look as if he was in exactly the right position there. Miss hit that you could hear off the frame.
Such a good return, even Federer couldn't deal with it.
Cuteness of the angle.
Juice.
Oncoming volleyer there. You spread a return like that, so uncomfortable, having to push out wide. Murray anticipating the shorter ball as well.
Advantage Federer.
Federer thinks it's a second serve.
Second serve.
Payback time.
Advantage Federer.
Another spanking return from Murray.
It's the simplest of techniques on that backhand wing of Murray's. Straight back, straight through. That's a unit turn, and as he pushes on through.
Advantage
Gets an amazing amount of dip at the very last second. Such a whippy forehand that he has. It looked as if that was going to sail long.
There's a novelty, a double from Federer.
It's advantage Federer.
A little bit of barracking from the line judge, who had the temerity to call. And a second.
Deuce.
Looks as if he's struggling for a bit of rhythm at the moment, Federer. Up and down. Ball boy Cam. Ball girl Cam, actually, that one.
was alert to the serve out wide that time.
They played at the right time. These sort of shots, these field shots, drop shots, they can be devastating. And Murray doesn't struggle with the disguise either. Looks as if he was going to drive that one. And then slots that one in.
So the first break goes to Murray.
Murray leads by 3-1.
3-1 it is. Murray, of course, loved by at least 10,000 people in this hydro.
That's a nice start to the game. A little daylight in the score. The second set now. Oh, that's unlucky. It was looking as if it was going to be a penetrating forehand.
That's good.
Nasty from Federer. What a slice backhand that was. They just stayed so low, just forcing Murray to hit up on it. And then Federer just all over this forehand.
And even if Murray was 100% fit, he wasn't getting to this.
Absolutely. That was pure.
He was feeling a little bit of pain there. He wasn't planning to move quite as much as he's having to do at the moment.
Fairly sticky court as well. Tough to move on such a new court.
So, break back point. Shot of the match.
And the trademark fist pump. Haven't seen that for quite a while.
Juice.
He did well, didn't he, to get down so low to it.
Just inches off the ground. Almost horizontal with the surface there when he's making contact with it.
Close. Well, not going to have a row about it.
He would challenge if he could, but can't.
Was it in? No. Can't believe it.
Advantage, Marie.
Federer being Mr. Nice Guy again.
Yeah. Call overturned. Did look close. So Murray saves the break point and has a 3-game cushion now.
Murray leads by 4-1.
4-1 second set.
What a piece of tennis ball. Let's hear it for.
Elguna is sometimes referred to as the Monaco of the Red Sea. There was something incredibly magical about this little jewel in the Red Sea that I fell in love. There's an increasing number of young entrepreneurs who can choose where they want to live in the world, and many of them are starting to come here. Perfect day in Elguna for me would be going out, finding some dolphins on a boat, kite surfing if there's wind, and then spending a relaxed evening with some friends.
All eyes up at the scoreboard. They're doing a Rod Stewart wig contest. Who's going to look best in the wig? You up for this one?
Oh, it suits him. That's the new look, I think. Almost didn't recognize herself. That's quality. That's what we're talking about.
Cliché, especially for it.
Happy to have the hair back again.
Yeah.
Time.
Back to the tennis. In case you've forgotten, it's Federer 1-4. A set up. Has he made it? Yes, he has. Great second serve.
Right in the corner, so deep. 98 miles an hour. Snap through that one. He's been using that serve a fair bit this evening. That combination working nicely. Maybe thinking towards next week. Opening up the court.
Game Federer.
So Federer halts the momentum in its tracks. 3 games in a row
Murray leads
for
by
Murray.
4-2.
Just a single break to the good.
put it if you're Murray. Right on the toes.
30 love.
More meaningful serves now, and he's playing really well behind it.
Talked
him into that.
Still a bit of wriggle room though. Not so much now.
It was always going to be a tricky volley, wasn't it?
Not as sharp with the footwork that time.
New balls, please.
No problem for Murray. And he's a game away from taking us into a champions tiebreak decider.
We can go anywhere, baby, I'm not scared. Feels like I'm
The Murray team.
Time.
That little Jamie Delgado in the middle, Ivan Lubicic the far side. Federer serving to stay in the set.
15 love.
Divine shot.
They just don't see that one coming. Oh, this is taken so look how early that is. Well inside the baseline.
A fair amount of double faults now, but he's more concentrated on getting to the net.
Net for serve. Game Federer.
So Federer puts just a little bit of pressure on, and interesting to hear that Andy felt he was nervous before the start. Obviously nervous about his hip, nervous wanting to put on a really good show here. He's not that worried about winning or losing.
Oh, absolutely not. It's about putting on a good show and making sure that he feels good out there. It's been a while since he's played in front of 10,000 people. forward there. Just trying to shut the gates here in the second set.
15 love.
Has such good hands, Murray. Just love to see him do this even more. Surge forward like that.
And it may well happen in the early months of next year.
I think so. I think he's probably just working out a plan, a long-term plan. Save the body. Take a bit of pressure off.
Because no one's put more pressure on his body than has Andy Murray.
Just look at the way he moves, how aggressive he is out the corners. Relies heavily on his legs to be working.
15-30.
Devilish slice from Federer.
Staying low, but also pulling you forward. Always going to be uncomfortable, that.
So 2 breakback points.
Yes.
30-14.
Long.
A good patient play there for Murray, stepping it up with the inside in forehand.
So break point saved. Struggling for breath at the moment, but he's got set point. Oh, so good.
Probably covering the flick cross court here from Federer, so body weight's edging that way. Just wonderful dexterity with the wrist Federer has.
Advantage Federer.
Another chance with a break. Cracking serve, 123 miles an hour out wide.
Must be one of his biggest of the evening.
Juice.
Sensing the need for that.
Gorgeous play.
Well, Federer actually doing very well to get to this one because it was a well-played drop shot.
Murray.
And Murray doing the sensible thing, moving forward, closing down those angles.
Not that time.
Game and